Hello and welcome to Barb's Craft Room. I am going to show you today how to make 3 cards that look similar but they're different. I have these cards that I made and they're all similar. Of course they need a sentiment on them, but you can put whatever sentiment you want. But I wanted to show you how fairly simple it is to do this quick design. You make 3 cards very quickly. So it looks like a difficult pattern, but it's not. So I have this paper from Stampin' Up! And it's called Fruit Salad. You could use either side, but I'm going to take 3 pieces, and I'm not sure if I took, I'd have to make sure that your paper, you're going to cut 3 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4, and you're going to lay them in the 5 1/4 side like this. You see, you're gonna, so if you're using pattern paper, you want to cut the 4-inch with the pattern looking in that direction, the long direction. Okay, I don't know if that made any sense, but you need 3 pieces of 5 1/4 by 4, and the pattern has to go this direction. Okay, so that's 1, and I think it will look cute with oranges, apples, and it's apples and oranges. Of course it is. 3 pieces, and maybe a solid one would be really cute. I think the watermelon would look cute in there, either side of a watermelon. So it wouldn't matter which direction I did it. Watermelon, 4 by 5 1/4. You can always save these and make more cards with them. So don't discard that. These papers that I'm using on the back, this paper comes in 6 by 6, and on the back, right underneath of the Designer Series paper, it tells you what colors it coordinates with. Oh, excuse me. And I got one of every color just to make sure that I got the right colors, and I cut the 8 1/2 by 11 in half, so I have 2 cards of every kind. But we're going to be making 3 cards out of 3 pieces of paper, and of course a card base. Now on your card bases, you want to make sure that if they're colored, that you have a piece of white that you'll put on the inside, and the piece of white just makes it so you can write in it. So we'll use 1 red one, 1 green one, and what other color? What color is this? There's got to be a pretty, how about an orange? Yeah, that'll work, I think. Could use the brighter green. That would work too. There's the brighter green. Yeah, I kind of like the brighter green or the yellow. Brighter green or yellow. And it kind of goes with, I think the orange one is kind of out. So which one do I go with? I'm thinking I'm going to go with the yellow. Although the green does look pretty, I'm going to go with the yellow. So there's 3 cards. And these cards just need, I'm not doing the very detail of it. I'm just giving you the how-to for this pattern. Okay. So you're going to take these 3 4 by 5 1/4. Make sure they're all the right direction and the right way you want them. You can place it into your cutting board and you can just put it however you want. You decide. And you cut it. And then you can cut it as many times or as few times as you want. But you want to make sure that you keep your pattern how you cut it. So this one I cut 4 times. And that will make it a little bit more challenging for me. You can cut it just 3 times. You can cut it 5 times. You can cut it however many times. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your first card, your second card, and your third card. And you're going to ink. You can ink the edges of your paper if you want. But you're going to put glue on the back of your first piece. And you can put it on whichever card you want. So that's the first piece. Probably would have been smart to only do 3 pieces, and I'll explain why in just a second. And you glue them on there how you like them. But you have to make sure that you glue them in the order. And I leave a little bit of a edge around my piece that I cut. So there's a little edge. Now I'm going to take the second piece, put glue on it, except for I'm not going to put it on the same card as the first piece. I'm going to put it over here. And again, I'm leaving a little bit of a space in between the paper so that there's just a little bit of space. But you also want to make sure that you line up the paper edge. Okay? Oops, I messed up because that is the same pattern. Now I knew I was going to have the same pattern on somewhere because that's going to happen with 4 pieces. So it just so happened to be with this piece, which I didn't want to happen, but that goes there. Yeah, well, we'll put this one here. And this one, oh, there's that double piece here. And that one there. So which one gets a double piece? This one? Yep, that's going to be it. So that's how you glue them. 4 pieces, you have a double somewhere. 3 pieces, you do not. So depending on how many pieces you cut will determine whether you have a double pattern. If you cut 4 pieces, you probably should make 4 cards, because that's would make it work. And this one's a little too close for comfort. I did not put it over here far enough, but it's still on the card, so there you go. Still looks pretty. Next time I'm going to do only 3 because that makes more sense. But you have a different pattern. I really wish that I would have only cut 3 pieces, but I didn't. So now I have to deal with the consequences of my art. Whatever. And it's pretty simple to do. So there you have 3 cards. My first set of 3 was only 3 pieces, so you only have three designs. You see there. But that's 6 cards that I made in 10 minutes. Very simple. Then you can add your sentiment. You could add happy birthday. You could add happy birthday. You could add for you. It can be any size, actually. Happy birthday. Hello. Whatever. And then on the inside, the white card. And there you have it. So give it a try. You'll be glad you did. Have a good day. Bye now.